What's going on, guys? Today's lesson is going to be on chord positioning, okay? One thing I've always really liked about music, in guitar specifically, is that there's not a right or wrong way to do things, guys. There's just not. As much as, people want to tell you that their way is the way, that's just not the case. There's multiple different ways you can shape a G chord, a D, an A minor, an F sharp. There's just numerous ways to do it, okay? What we're going to talk about today specifically is G, C, and D, and just a couple simple different ways that you can interchange them. The positionings, that is, just to make it easier, possibly to transition, to play a song, or even just give you better practice in learning bar chords. Okay, so we're going to talk about open G, open D, open C, and then those same chords, just the bar formation. Okay, so a G is going to look like this. Okay, you're going to have the the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string. Okay, you're going to have the index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Okay, the next two strings being the D and the G, you're going to play open. And then you're going to do the 3rd fret with your ring finger on the B string. And then your pinky finger is going to be on the high E string of the 3rd fret as well. Okay. Now, some people like to play it that way. Other people like to play where all they have is their same two up here, but the ring finger is playing the high E. I like the sound of having that B string in there. Just gives it a little more resonance in my opinion, but I like it. So we're going to play that chord. Okay. We're going to play the D, the open D. Okay. So what's cool is an easy transition from the G to the D is that all you're doing is you're moving these two fingers and you're taking your pinky off. Okay. So now we go open D string. G string is going to have your index finger. So your index finger goes from the 2nd fret of the A in the G chord down to the 2nd fret of the G string. Ring finger stays the same. And then you're actually going to take that index finger from that G position and kind of tuck it between these two fingers to play the high E on the 2nd fret. Okay? So far you've got a little slower. Okay. Then we're going to go to the C position, the open C chord. Okay. This is a little bit harder of a transition from the D to the C because all the fingers are actually going to change positions. So we're going to take the ring finger. We're going to place that on the 3rd fret of the A string. Okay. The middle finger, is going to be placed on the 2nd fret of the D string. So right there. Okay. So I have ring finger, 3rd fret, A string. Middle finger, 2nd fret, D string. Then we're going to actually play an open G. Then your index finger is going to come down here on the 1st fret of the B string. Okay. So it's going to sound like this. And back to the top. Now, how do we change the actual positionings of the fingers of the chords? So we'll go to the G. Okay. Got that. It's the exact same chord. So now we're making a G major bar chord. So when you're referring to a bar chord, what you're saying is your index finger is literally going to bar all of the strings. So if I was to just play those, it's going to kind of act as like a capo, if you will, to change the positioning of it. It's acting as your nut, basically. Okay? So you're placing the bar on the 3rd fret. So all those are going to get played. Okay? Then your ring finger and your pinky are actually going to sit side by side and play the A string and the D string on the 5th fret. Okay, so far you have bar right there. Okay. Then your middle finger is going to play that G string on the 4th fret. Okay, so you take all those off, you got that note right there. Okay, so pair all that together. high E, that B there down there at the bottom, are getting played by the bar on the index finger. Okay. All right. Now, we're actually going to keep that exact same positioning with the fingers, and you're going to slide it up all the way until you hit a D. So if I play an open D chord, or open D string, well, I know that the D note is going to be right here on the 10th fret. Okay, so I shape that G bar, and I slide all the way up until that nut, if you will, the index finger that's forming the bar, slides all the way up to the 10th fret. For some people, it may be easier to shape this chord. Some people, it may be a little bit harder, just because your fingers are going to be a little bit more bunched together. But if you have a hard time kind of spreading out those fingers, it may be easier for you. So, okay, then the C is actually one whole step down from that. Right, so if you play all those side by side, so you play the G, the D, and then the C. They're the same note. So play it a little kind of slow. We'll do it with the bar chords this time. Back to the top. Got that? Cool. So what's fun with this now is you can kind of spice it up a little bit when you're playing. So let's say we're playing that open G. If you want to do a simple hammer-on, and all I mean is when you take the index finger off, or the ring finger or pinky, you just take it off and slam it back on. So pull off a hammer-on. Okay? So simple hammer-on. It's not complicated. I don't really do a whole lot with my hand. So, once you get those chord shapings down, guys, and then you can come up here. Makes it really easy to transition throughout the whole neck of the guitar when you understand, hey, I don't have to play this G major right here. That can be played anywhere. Cool? Keep on rocking, guys. You got any questions, let me know. Have a great day.